We're so honored and happy to have all of our guests and friends of you, Jack, as you this morning are prepared to come up to the Torah in honor of God in Torah and become a bar mitzvah. It is a lovely, lovely ceremony that dates all the way back through the Middle Ages, where our young people come up and receive yet one more acceptance of the link of tradition and make a commitment to themselves be that next link in carrying our history, our peoplehood forward. Knowing that it is a very sacred ceremony, I ask all of you to ensure that your cell phones are either off or silent so as not to disturb your friend or neighbor. This is intended to be something which I know not only is it sacred for those in the room, but I know that, and after speaking with your mom, there are several family members, especially from her side of the family, who cannot physically be here but are watching services this morning. And so we want to be especially cognizant of not making or having any loud noises so that they can hear the entirety of the service. There is something very unique about your service. Not only is it Shabbat Kedoshim, a Shabbat of holiness, but unlike most kids who receive one tallis on your bar mitzvah, you are receiving 3. You have the gift of having Jewish family for many generations whose tallis will be presented to you once at the very beginning of the service, once for the Torah service, and then specifically for your aliyah to the Torah, for your bat mitzvah, you will receive your own tallis. So you are going to be receiving many gifts of love this morning. And to that end, I'd like to invite your parents up to present you with the first of 3 different talitot, or your grandparents. That's what I meant to say. Your grandparents, Mark and Ellie Blasbach, who will present to you your great-grandfather Oscar Rubinger's tallis this morning. You can follow along on page 171, page 171 in your prayer books.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Kiddushani b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehitatef b'tzitzit.
Amen.
We continue on page 172 with the singing of Ma Tovu.
Ma tovu, ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael, ma tovu, ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. Va'ani berov chastecha, avo vetecha, eshtacha ve'el heichal kodshecha, be'yiratecha, ma tovu, ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael, Adonai ahavti, me'on beitecha, umekom mishkan kevodecha, mishkan kvodecha, va'ani eshtachave, v'echra, Evracha lifnei Adonai, osi, ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael, ואני תפילתי לך, אדוני את רצון, אלוהים ברוב חסדך, אלוהים ברוב חסדך, ענני באמת אישך. מה טובו, מה טובו, אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל.
We continue together in English on page 173. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe. With divine wisdom you have made our bodies, combining veins, arteries, and vital organs into a finely balanced network. Wondrous maker and sustainer of life, were one of them to fail, how well we are aware. We would lack the strength to sustain life before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, source of our health and strength. Baruch atah Adonai, rofei chol basar umafli la'asot. We continue on page 174 together. The soul that you have given me, O God, is pure. You created and formed it, breathed it into me, and within me you sustain it. So long as I have breath, therefore, I will give thanks to you, my God and the God of all ages, source of all being, loving guide of every human spirit. Baruch atah Adonai, asher biyado nefesh kol chai, v'ruach kol basar ish. We continue responsively on pages 175 through 178. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lasech vivina, lahavin ben yom uven laila.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who opens the eyes of the blind.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who frees the captive.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, zokev kefufim.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who lifts up the fallen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, rokach haaretz al hamayim.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who stretches the earth over the waters.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechin mitzadei gaver.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who strengthens our steps.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, malpish arumim.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who clothes the naked.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hanotein layav koach.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who gives strength to the weary.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hama'avir sheinai me'enai utnuma me'afapai.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tzelem Elohim.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who made me in the image of God.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani ben chorin.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made me free.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made me a Jew.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael bigvura.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who girds Israel with strength.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael b'tifara.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who crowns Israel with splendor.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzotav, v'tivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah.
Adonai our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us, and to the house of Israel your people, that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. We praise you, O God, teacher of Torah to our people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, hamlamed Torah le'amo Yisrael. We join together in the singing of Elu Devarim on page 180.
Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. V'elu hein kibud avaim ugmilut chasadim v'hashkamat beit hamidrash shacharit ve'arvit. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. V'elu hein v'hachnasad orchim uvikur cholim v'hachnasad kala uvayat hamet ve'iyun tfilah v'havat shalom ben adam l'chaverom v'tamut Torah k'neged kulam 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 v'tamut Torah k'neged kulam. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. Elu devarim she'en lahem shiur. V'elu hein.
We join in the recitation of the Hatzi Kaddish on page 194.
Yitgadal ve'yitkadash hamei rabba. Bi'alama divarach yirutei v'yamlich machutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv, v'himaru. Amen. Yehi shemei rabba mevarach, leolam ulomei amaya. Yitbarach, yitbarach, ve'yishtabach, ve'yitpa'ar, ve'yitromam, ve'yitnasei, ve'yitadar, ve'yitalem, ve'yitalal, shemei dekudesham, richu, le'ela min korbichata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, dahamiran bi'alama, v'himaru. Amen.
Please rise for the Baruch Hu on page 195.
Baruch Hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed.
We continue responsively on page 196. The world is sunlight, restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart, bringing light to the eyes. More welcome than gold, a Torah from heaven.
I have no light to give the morning. My Torah, my special human gift is words. As I bring my words forth from silence, welcome them, you who redeems the sun from darkness. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer Hamorot.
We continue on page 199 responsively. O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear, in every land and every age. Your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways, and yet, O God, you are one, unifier of humanity.
We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel. And joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you and find purpose.
May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth.
Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai echad. Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated as we join in the Via Hafta together. Via Hafta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'elech asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'beitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'shartam le'ot ayadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'isharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. Ani Adonai Elohechem. We continue on page 203. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, norat tehilot osef ele, norat tehilot osef ele. Shira chadesha shibechu ge'olim, l'shimcha asafat hayam, yachad kulam hodu. והמליכו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל ופדחנו מחם Yehuda veYisrael, go aleinu, Adonai tzevaot shamom, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch ata Adonai, Gahal Yisrael.
Please rise for the Amidah beginning on page 205.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה כל אתה רב להושיע. מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה כל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני, אדוננו מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ. ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהייך ציון לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גד לך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated.
ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. העם מקדשי שבי שבת, כולם ישבעו ויתענגו מטובך שבת. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת חמדת ימים, אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלכותך Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat, Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat. Zecher L'maaseh, L'maaseh v'reishit Shabbat. Zecher L'maaseh, L'maaseh v'reishit Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat, Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei oneg Shabbat. Eloheinu, v'Elohei Avotenu, V'himotenu, Ritzevim Nuchatenu, Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha, V'tein chelkenu b'toratecha, Tzabenu b'shuatecha, V'samchenu b'shuatecha, V'taher libeinu, Le'avdecha be'emet, V'hanchileinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Be'ahava uvratzon, Shabbat kodshecha, V'yanuchu v'Yisrael, Mekadeshei shemecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
The meaning of Shabbat is to celebrate time rather than space. 6 days a week, we live under the tyranny of things of space. On Shabbat, we try to become attuned to the holiness in time. It is a day on which we are called upon to share in what is eternal in time, to turn from the results of creation to the mystery of creation, from the world of creation to the creation of the world. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. We continue responsively on page 212. On this Shabbat day, as you graciously receive our prayers, help us to hear your call. Grant us enough health to fulfill our duties and the compassion we need to attend to others.
Teach us humility that we may perceive our own faults, and grant us the wisdom to be forgiving of others. Give us the courage to be true to our highest selves, and the charity to see the best in those around us.
Give us patience enough not to become discouraged, hope enough to overcome all fears for the future, and faith enough to know your presence. O source of blessing, look with favor upon us. May our offerings be acceptable to you.
We praise you, Adonai, whom alone we serve in reverence.
Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levadecha b'yirah na'avod. We continue responsively on page 214. For expanding the grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations, modim anachnu la.
For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, sunsets and seasons, modim anachnu lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements, modim anachnu la.
For a human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression, modim anachnu lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared, modim anachnu la.
For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom, modim anachnu lach.
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose, modim anachnu la.
We pray that we may live not by our fears but by our hopes, not by our words but by our deeds.
Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lahadot. We continue with the singing of Sim Shalom on page 216, after which is a moment for silent prayer. Feel free to use the words on pages 217 through 219 or the meditation of your heart.
Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha, Chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, Amecha, Barcheinu Yotzreinu Kulanu Ke'echad, Bior Panecha, Ki Bior Panecha Natata Lanu, Adonai Eloheinu, Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha, Chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, Amecha, Torah Chaim v'ahavat chesed, Utzedaka uvracha v'rachamim, v'chayim v'shalom, Sim Shalom, Tova uvracha, Chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, Amecha, v'tov b'einecha, levarech et amcha Yisrael, b'chol eit uv'chol sham, bishlomecha, Sim Shalom, Tova uvracha, Chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, Amecha. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru, amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru, amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru, amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru, amen.
Before we continue with the Torah service on page 244, I'd like to invite your mom, Amy Sack, up to present you with your great-grandfather's tallis. This is the grandfather with whom you have your name, Jack. So we're going to take this tallis off of you.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushani b'mitzvah tov, v'tzivanu lehitatef batzitzit.
Amen.
Amen. This time, like I said, we are on page 244 in our prayer books. I'd like to invite up Sophia Rauscher and Mary Jane Miller to open the ark. I would invite the congregation to please rise as well, and invite your grandmother, grandfather, aunt, uncle, mother, and father up to the pulpit for the passing of the Torah generationally. Ellie Blasbach, Mark Blasbach, Tanya Levine, Amir Levine, and of course Amy Sack, Aviv Blasbach.
Ein kamocha Elohim Adonai, ve'ein kemaasecha, malechutecha malechut ka'olamim, u'memshaltecha b'chodor v'hator. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch, leolam v'oed. Adonai oz le'amo yitein, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Av harachamim, heitiva birtzoncha et Zion. Tivenech amot Yerushalayim, Tivnech amot Yerushalayim. Ki v'cha levad batachnu, Melech Eram v'nisa, Adon olamim. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, u'devar Adonai mirushalayim.
We continue with the passing of the Torah from one generation to the next, honoring all of the gifts that each generation brings and looking forward to the gift that you yourself will also be sharing with us, Jack.
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. Ledor vador nagid God lecha. Ledor vador, we protect this chain from generation to generation. Ledor vador, these lips will praise your name. Looking back on the journey that we carry in our heart, from the shadow of the mountain to the waters that would part, we are blessed and we are holy. We are children of your way. And the words that bring us meaning, we will have the strength to say. Ledor vador nagid God lecha. Ledor vador, we protect this chain from generation to generation. Ledor vador, these lips will praise your name. Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah. Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo. Gadlu Ladonai iti uneromemo Shemo Yachadav. Lechol Adonai Hagedolam v'Hagevura v'Hatiferet v'Hanetzach v'Hahod. Kicho bashamayim uva'aretz. Kicho bashamayim uva'aretz. Lechol Adonai hamamlacha v'amit na'aseh lechol rosh. Lechol Adonai hagedola v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanetzak v'hahod. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho.
The parsha this morning comes from the book of Leviticus. You can follow along on the sheet that you may have received when you walked into the sanctuary. What this pertains to and what this deals with comes from a law code called the Holiness Code, and describes and discusses how to be an Am Kadosh, a holy people sanctified to God. It asks us to really deeply think about how can we live a life of morality, integrity, and deep truth. I'd like to call up for the first Aliyah, your Aunt Tanya Levine, Amir Levine, and your Aunt Tanya Levine, your uncle Amir Levine, and your aunt Cheryl Strauss. Ya'amdu Tova bat Mordechai v'Liba ve'Amir ben Baruch v'Hasiya ve'Cheryl Strauss la'Aliyah Rishona. If you can come over on this side.
Baruch et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
Vaydaber Adonai al Moshe lemor, daber al kol adat b'nei Yisrael, Ve'amarta Elechem Kedoshim Tihu, Ki Kadosh Ani Adonai Elohechem. Ish imo ve'aviv tira'u. Ish et shabtatai tishmoru Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam natan betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
I'd like to call up for the second Aliyah, your grandmother and grandfather, Eli and Mark Blasbog. Ya'amdu liba bat melech v'devora v'mordechai ben Natan v'rivka la'aliyah sheni.
Baruch atah Adonai Elohei, Baruch et Adonai המבורך.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai המבורך לעולם ועד. ברכו את אדוני אלוהינו, אלוהי מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Al tifnu al hal Elohim velochei masecha lo ta'ashu. Lachem ani Adonai Elohechem. V'chi tizbechu zevach shlomim l'Adonai l'rtzonchem tizbechuhu. B'yom zivchachem yeyachel u'mimochorat v'chanotar ad yom hashlishi v'esh yisarev v'im heyachel yeyachel b'yom hashlishi pigul. Hu lo yartzei ve'ochlav v'avono yisa ki et kadosh Adonai Hillel. V'nichrata hanefesh hahu me'amecha.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, מלך אשר נתן לנו בתורת אמת וחיי עולם, נתן בתורת תוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
I'd like to invite your parents, Amy Sack and Aviv Blasbog. Ya'amdu Chana bat Yeshua v'Thalma v'Aviv ben Mordechai v'Liba la'aliyah shlishi.
Baruch et Adonai Havarach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Uvkutzrechem et kitzir artzachem lo tachaleh pe'et shadcha lixor v'leke kitzircha lo talake v'harmecha lo ta'olel uferet karmecha lo talake lani v'lager ta'azov atam Adonai ani Adonai Elohechem. Lo tignovu v'lo tichachoshu v'lo tishakaru ish pa'ami tov.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam notat b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
So at this time, your parents want to present you with your talis for your bat mitzvah. So I will take the talis from your great-grandfather, Jack. as they present you with something special that hopefully you will wear not just today, but when you pray in the synagogue and under the huppah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahitatef b'tzitzit.
Amen.
Amen. Now I'd like to invite you up for your bar mitzvah. Yamod Yonatan Reuven ben Aviv Chana la bar mitzvah.
Baruch et Adonai hamborach.
Baruch Adonai hambarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai. Baruch Adonai hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ha'olam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
V'lo tishavu v'shmi l'shaker v'chilelta et shem Elohecha ani Adonai. Lo ta'ashok et ra'acha v'lo tigzol. Lo talin pa'ulat shachir itcha ad boker. Lo tikalel cheresh v'lifnei ozer. Lo titain machshul v'vreta me'elochecha
Ani Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chaye olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Yasher Koach, beautiful reading, beautiful job. Mazel tov to you both. Amazing what he's been able to do this morning. At this time, we are especially thinking of those in our congregational family who are in need of healing. So if you are thinking of a friend, a loved one, or their caregiver, and want to share their name out loud as my eyes meet yours, please do so now. To assist me, please rise in your seat and share their name as my eyes meet yours.
Deborah Coor, Stephanie Shibuya.
Dave Weston, Sarah Weston, Jimmy Penson, Jack Glassbach, and Amy Sack.
Misheberach Ahavoteinu Mekor Habracham Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracham lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
Amen. I'd like to invite those of you who have participated or will participate this morning in services to please rise in your seat and receive a special blessing for Aliyah to the Torah. Mishaberach Avotenu v'imotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah, hu yivarech et kolehem ba'avor shalu likvod ha'makom v'likvod ha'torah. B'zachar zeh hakadosh baruch hu yishmor v'yitzilam, michol tzara u'sakav, michol negel m'chalav, v'shlach bracha v'hatzacha, michol ma'aseh edam, michol yisrael v'namar. Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, Bless all of you, since you have come up to the Torah in honor of God and Torah. May you merit from the Holy One of blessing protection, rescue from any trouble or distress, and from any illness, minor or serious. May God send blessing and success to all of your endeavors. Together with Israel, we say, Amen. You may be seated. I'd like to invite up Jeremy Blasbog and Casey and Logan Swain, as well as Joshua Blasbog, to help lift and dress the Torah for us this morning, and invite the entire congregation to please rise at this time. Let me move this in for you. Hold on.
Have you lifted before? Okay. So what you're going to do, yep, I'm on the, okay. So you'll bend from your knees and go straight up. And then you're going to take a seat right over here in this chair. Okay?
Vezot HaTorah Asher Sa Moshe Livnei Bnei Yisrael Al Pi Adonai Biyad Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah Tziva Lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah Tziva Lanu Moshe. Morasha Kilat Yaakov, Morasha Kilat Yaakov, Morasha Kilat Yaakov, Torah Tziva Lanu Moshe.
Jack is going to share with us from his Haftorah. Again, you can follow along on the sheet that you may have received when you walked in. This comes from the book of Amos. Amos was an 8th century prophet born in Tekoa in the southern kingdom, but he came up into the northern kingdom, a kingdom that was much more prosperous. And there he gave a prophecy which is, again, profound. It ties directly into this idea that we are all sanctified and holy. He says that nobody is better than anybody else. Whether you come from Egypt or another country, even though we may be a special people, a light unto the nations, we are no better or less than them, and it is incumbent upon us to act as if we are a light unto the nations, not expect to simply be given it as a birthright.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'mi'im tovim v'ratzah b'divrechem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah u'Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'Vinvi'eh ha'emet v'tzedek. To me, O Israelites, you are just like the Ethiopians, declares the Lord. True, I brought Israel up from the land of Egypt, but also the Philistines from Caphtor and the Arameans from Kir. Behold, the Lord God has his eye upon the sinful kingdom. I will wipe it off the face of the earth, but I will not wholly wipe out the house of Jacob, declares the Lord. For I will give the order and shake the house of Israel through all the nations, as one shakes sand in a sieve, and not a pebble falls to the ground. All the sinners of my people shall perish by the sword who boast. Never shall evil overtake us or come near us. In that day I will set up again the fallen booth of David. I will mend its breaches and set up its ruins anew. I will build it firm as in the days of old, so that they shall possess the rest of Eden, and all the nations once attached to my name, declares the Lord, who will bring this to pass. A time is coming, declares the Lord, when the plowman shall meet the reaper, and the treader of grapes him who holds the bag of seed. When the mountains shall drip wine, and the hills shall wave with grain. I will restore my people Israel. They shall rebuild ruined cities and inhabit them. They shall plant vineyards and drink their wine. They shall till gardens and eat their fruits, and I will plant them upon their soil, never more to be uprooted from the soil I have given them, said the Lord your God. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, tzor kol haolamim, tzaddik b'chol hadorot, ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer ve'oseh, hamdaber u'mkayem, shekol devarav emet v'tzedek. All ha-Torah, v'all ha-vodah, v'all hanvi'im, v'all yom ha-shabbat azeh, shenatatan lanu, Adonai Eloheinu, likdusha v'limnuha, lechavod u'ltifaret. All ha-kol Adonai Eloheinu, anachnu modim la, umvarchim otai, yitbarashim ha, b'fi kol chai, tamid le'olam va'ed, baruch atah Adonai, mechadesh ha-shabbat.
Amen. Simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, yehelanu, 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 lecho Yisrael. Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Lechol Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Lechol Yisrael. Look at all these yummy treats, all the sweetness thrown at you. Yasher Koach, beautiful job for reading for us this morning and teaching us. Okay, we're going to head back to our seat, ladies. We're going to head back, guys. Thank you so much for helping clean up after all of this sweetness. Just as Jack has read for us from the Torah and shared with us words of teaching from our prophets, our prophet Amos, he himself is also going to share with us some of the amazing things that he has learned this morning. I encourage you to sit back and listen. He worked extremely hard on developing an understanding of what makes it special to be holy in 2019. And how can we live that understanding of holiness and sanctity out into the world.
You may not have understood a word I just said. Neither did I. In fact, it took me 6 months to learn how to just read the words you heard quickly enough. It's kind of like learning to read again, except in a language with symbols and words you don't understand. Once I could read my Torah portion, I then spent countless hours trying to understand it, so I could figure out how it applied to my life. In this portion of the Torah, Moses is receiving the commandments from God to give to all of the Jewish people. When I first read it in English, it seemed like a long list of rules and rituals to be followed. Everything from honoring my mother and father to waiting 5 years to eat any fruit I grew. In 2019, some of these rules seemed kinda outdated, and I wondered how they were applicable to me. For instance, it's unlikely that I'll be sacrificing any animals as an offering to God while hanging out at Landrum Middle School. After speaking with Rabbi Bahar and reading some commentary, I started to see two main themes in this portion of the Torah. The first is holiness, and the second is loving. At the beginning of Leviticus 19, God says, "You shall be holy, for I, the eternal your God, am holy." Well, what does it mean to be holy? Turns out that the religious scholars didn't agree. So I started to think about what they all said and tried to figure out what it meant to me. God says that both He is holy and that we should be holy. So to be holy for me is to aspire to a life outlined by God, one that He Himself might live if He were a human. All of the rules and the commandments given to Moses are like a moral code for life. For example, the commandments address almost every aspect of Jewish life. There are rituals like guidelines for the holidays, the Sabbath, eating, and sacrifices, and there are morals such as managing relationships with family and neighbors, treatment of the elderly, disabled, and the poor, even instruction of dealing with disagreements. It's like an instruction booklet on living a Jewish ethical life that is proper in God's eyes. Abiding by these laws is what God says sets a Jewish life apart from others. Let me say, God sets a high bar. So, living this way is not easy. In fact, it's a struggle. I realize, though, that taking on this struggle will allow me to experience holiness. So, the second theme in this in this portion of the Torah is loving. Again, there seems to be a lot of disagreement about what this means. The most obvious interpretation is the often quoted golden rule: do unto others as you would have done to you. But this should be taken further, as some people are more sensitive than you, and that should be taken into account when trying to act in a loving manner. God gives many examples of how to act compassionately towards others. The one that stood out to me was, when strangers reside with you in your land, you shall not wrong them. The strangers who reside with you shall be to you as your citizens. You shall love each one as yourself, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt. You may be wondering how this is relevant today. We are dealing with this issue right now on our national borders. While I understand that there are many opinions about immigration, I think of my grandparents, 3 of whom were immigrants themselves, 1 who survived the Holocaust. I also think of how we treat people in our country who are different from ourselves, whether it is because of race, religion, ethnicity, gender, or the person they love. In Leviticus, God is saying that a foreigner, or a person different from me, must not only be protected, but shown positive love. I should welcome them, treat them as equals, and show them the same love that I would want shown to me if I were in their shoes. As a representative of the Jewish community, this is my obligation. This, too, is a struggle because in much of the United States today, this view is countercultural, just as it was in the late 1940s when the Jewish people were trying to immigrate here from Europe. But I embrace the struggle because my family and I were all strangers in this land once, and I believe, as God commands, you shall love each person as you love yourself. Taken together, this portion of the Torah teaches us how to live an ethical and compassionate life. A life that is a struggle, but a holy and loving life that sets an example for others. Lastly, I would like to thank my mother for helping me to learn how to interpret my Torah portion and for guiding me in writing this speech. And my father, who took me to Saturday morning services so I could hear the service. I would like to thank Rabbi Bahar for her wisdom and being supportive of me along my journey. Another very important person that I want to thank is my tutor, Miss Beth Turner, who taught me many of my prayers and my Torah portion, and sometimes came to TIR early on Sunday to meet with me. Finally, I would like to thank all of my friends and family for being here today to celebrate this occasion with me.
Again, Mazel Tov. What beautiful words you have shared with us this morning. A beautiful idea of how we can welcome the stranger and the one who, and all of us, and make sure that our house will always be a house of prayer for all peoples. Yasher Koach, and thank you so much, Jack. Gorgeous. At this time, we're going to return the Sefer Torah to the Ark. I'd like to ask Sophia Rauscher and Mary Jane Miller to return to the pulpit and open the Ark for us. You can follow along with them on pages 256, pages 256 and 57 in your prayer booklets. Please rise.
Tehillah lecho chasidav livnei Yisrael am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Etz chayim hi lamachazikim ba v'tomchecha meushar derachem darechei noam v'chol netivotecha shalom. Hashiveinu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chodesh, Chodesh Yomeinu, Chodesh Yomeinu kekedem.
Please like to invite your parents up to Jack, ask you to come back forward. We turn to page 258 in our prayer books as we continue with prayers for our country and Israel. If you guys want to take a seat over here with Mr. Core. Yes. I'd like to invite up Captain Thomas Peterson, who will share with us prayer for our country, and Rita Blasbach, who will share for us the prayer for the state of Israel. And Stephen.
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from an affliction and strife, and our country be bound in body and spirit. Amen.
O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. Amen.
So I'd like to invite you, Jack, and your parents to come forward to say a special blessing over you at this time. Sorry about that.
Jack, it's an honor to stand up here today as your mom in front of our friends and family. And I have to admit, having this captive audience made it hard to pass up the opportunity to roast you. Luckily for you, though, given your Torah portion, I decided a roast didn't seem particularly holy or loving. On Rosh Hashanah Eve 2005, I sat in our former synagogue, B'nai Israel, waiting for the news from the doctor's office. It was the only place of comfort I could think to go as I anxiously waited. The synagogue was virtually empty. I prayed. I helped the janitors set up chairs for Rosh Hashanah service. I waited. And then the phone rang, and that day, the day Dad and I found out we were going to have a baby, turned into the single happiest day of my life until your actual birth. Jack, today, first and foremost, I want to say how proud we are of the funny, thoughtful, compassionate young man you are becoming. Your care for and loyalty to others, your sensitivity and your depth of thought supersede
any of your myriad of external accomplishments. These are the qualities that I and others treasure in you and make you the lovable man you are. While examples are easy to come by, there are two incidents that stick out in my mind. The first was when you were 6 years old, and Hurricane Sandy postponed Halloween in Fairfield. On your own, you decided to go out with your tzedakah box and collect money for the victims in our town. Every time you stopped to trick or treat, you patiently explained what tzedakah was. Even as your little friends ran ahead for more candy, you waited to collect donations. Mrs. Nyberg, Jack's second grade teacher, relayed a similar story about a year later. Students had to partner up to solve math problems, and nobody would pair with one girl in the class. Mrs. Nyberg said she would not start the lesson until someone joined her. When nobody moved, you left your cool friends and went to sit with this girl. Later, her mother came to me and let me know what a kind-hearted gesture that was and how much it meant to her. A bar mitzvah is a milestone for every Jewish boy. It's a joyous day that you, in the eyes of the Jewish community, become an adult with certain rights and responsibilities. And just so you know, I will be emphasizing those responsibilities. I would be remiss if I did not point out that this day is especially meaningful to our family. As you know, your paternal great-grandparents on both sides, Nana and Grandpa Mark's parents, as well as Grandpa Joshua, were all Holocaust survivors. Given the odds of survival, your very existence is somewhat of a miracle. You, Jack, bear the strength of all these survivors, strong men and women who came before you. Every day, I see their tenacity, perseverance, and determination in you. Like them, you have an ability to adapt and thrive when faced with life's obstacles, large and small. Whether changing schools or moving states, or even knocking out those 150 push-ups during your black belt test, you never give up. Jack, you're also a direct descendant of King David, another strong forebearer, and come from a long line of rabbis on Grandpa Joshua's side of the family. Your Hebrew middle name, Reuven, was that of your great-great-grandfather, an esteemed rabbi in the Ukraine over a century ago. You are the firstborn grandson on both sides of your family, and the only grandchild on mine. So you have big shoes to fill, figuratively, if not literally, and I'm confident you will. Jack, here today and every day, you honor me and Dad, and all of those who came before us. You carry forth a Jewish heritage and history that has been threatened many, many times over for thousands of years, yet Judaism remains alive in you. This speech is a little different than the one I initially intended to give in light of Grandpa's death earlier this week. I want the congregation to know that at about the moment Grandpa died, Dad and I were standing here with you, along with the rabbi, rehearsing for this moment today. I take comfort in the timing, and I hope you do too. Grandpa, as you know, was a remarkable man in his intellect, compassion, giving nature, and internal strength. You are like him in these many ways, and his death makes your transition into manhood today even more poignant. You were his greatest gift in life, a grandson to carry his faith and name forward for another generation. He has passed the torch to you. He could not have been more proud of you. Dad and I could not be more proud of you either. Jack, you are a blessing. I love you with all my heart.
So it's my turn to bless you. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. Rabbis are known to be verbose, after all. And I have to tell you, from the minute I met you and got to know you more and more, I got to see all of the amazing things that your mom just shared. Your curiosity about things is never ending. And I was very impressed with your desire, especially toward the end, to make sure that you hit the ball out of the park. After all, I know you love baseball. So any baseball metaphor I could think of, I had to throw in here so that you would hit it really well. But I'll knock it off. Don't you worry. You are truly a one-of-a-kind kid. Thank you so much for honoring me and this entire congregation by bringing forth your best and helping them reach a higher level of holiness this morning. May you truly find all of the lessons that you learned about what does it mean to be a good Jew, what does it mean to live a holy life. And I loved how you brought in the struggle that your family had as becoming new immigrants into this country following World War II, into conversations we had in my office, and you shared them this morning on the pulpit. As the granddaughter also of Holocaust survivors, it was wonderful and meaningful to hear you engage with that aspect of Jewish history, one which I know is hard. And I know especially it's hard to lose your grandfather just a few days before becoming a bar mitzvah. Knowing that today is somewhat bittersweet, I truly hope that you will remember the sweetness of today, the showering of candy, the love of your family and friends celebrating, and that it can help with the pain of losing your grandfather. May his memory truly be a blessing for you, and thank you so much for bringing your best forward. Please rise at this time. Open the heart. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasim lecha shalom. May God always be with you, guiding you, guarding you, protecting you, and giving you peace. I'd like to invite up Michelle Penson, director of our religious school. You may be seated to present you with some blessings, gifts, and certificates, on behalf of the congregation.
So, Jack, I remember getting a phone call from your mom about 15, 16 months ago, and she said, my son Jack needs a new home. We need a new community, and do you think that Temple is a place for Jack to find that? And I said, absolutely. I don't know him yet. I don't know you yet, but I feel that we have a warm, welcoming community and about 23 other kids, and I think that there's room for him. And from day one, you sort of just wove yourself into our community, and we welcome you. Now, when I think of you, I think of the words Tikkun Olam. I have never seen a boy so dedicated to Scouts, and every time there was an opportunity for some sort of tzedek project, you mentioned tzedakah in Halloween back in Connecticut, there's mitzvah, there's tzedakah, your mom would send me an email saying, sign Jack up. And earlier this year, we did a wonderful project at Field of Dreams, which is where we, the able-bodied, were able to be buddies for athletes that are not able-bodied. And Jack spent an entire day at the ball field helping out these kids, and the smiles grew by the hour. So thank you for being a part of our community, but really being a part of our community. So, on behalf of Temple, the Board of Trustees, the staff and faculty here, I want to present to you candlesticks from Sisterhood, candlesticks from Sisterhood, a Kiddush cup from the Board of Trustees, a mezuzah from Rabbi Bahar, a traveling Torah and commentary from the Brotherhood. Sorry, I'm dropping everything everywhere. In this envelope, we have a certificate for your bar mitzvah. We have gifts from the JCA for programming that you could take advantage and a discount and $200 towards any program there. If you are going to Israel, from the Jewish Federation of Jacksonville, there's a $700 gift from the Joan Levin Gift of Israel program, as well as if you do a Nifty with Israel program, a $250 gift certificate. I just can't wait to see what else you do here, based on what upcoming projects you have given and are planning to give to Temple. I'm really looking forward to you being a part of our community.
Thank you.
We continue back in our prayer books on page 282, and my friend, you are done. You have been bar mitzvahed. You can go back to your seats with your mom and your dad and your cousins and your friends and be honored and celebrate everything. Page 282, Elenu, please rise. Aleinu l'shabech v'adon hakol, l'tzeit kiduma li'otzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo hasamanu k'mishpahot ha'adama, shelo samchachenu kahem, v'gohor aleinu kechol hamonam.
ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 287 together. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated as we turn to page 293, page 293 in your prayer book. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves were unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. Amy, our hearts are surrounding you and Jack and your whole family for the loss of your father and your grandfather, Dr. Joshua Eliezer Sack, earlier this week. May his memory truly be a blessing for you all, and may you feel his presence with you always. We are in a period of Shloshim for Katie Bushbacher Decay and Laura Kay, and are observing the yahrzeits of the following members of our congregational family, which coincide with this Shabbos: Blanche Bachner, Sarah Bass, Rita Benjamin, Hilda Bernstein, Lillian Brindle, Lee Brody, Todd Kane, Murray Karp, Laura Chase, Bessie E. Cohen, Rose S. Cohen, Evelyn Cohen, Eleanor Dorman, Yvette Sylvia Edelman, Pearl Elenoff, Roy Fletcher, Edith Maskovitz Friedman,
Adam Freimark, Alice C. Friedman, Jason Friedman, Nathan Geffen, Joseph Geller, Nettie Goldblatt, Adele Granite, Gussie D. Green, Mitchell A. Groh, Alice Liesel Haas, Ray Hale, Sophia Katz, Anna Kaufman, Gloria Ann Colkin, Steve Corman, Jacob Colchin, Michelle Colchin, David Lewis, Bert Lillian, Hannah S. Lipsy, Oscar Markovitz, Sarah O. Morgan, Arthur Nalick, Julius Nomberg, Jacob Nessler, David Poznansky, Sarah Rosenblum, Sydney Rubens, Ralph Schoenberg, Benjamin Simon, Rhoda Sisiski, Lily Sorkin, Sanford Sorkin, Hilda Stam, Jack Schwartz, Paul Scott Tabachman, Norma Tasman, Rose Weinstock, Harry Whitland, Cecil Wolfson, Ale Zisser, and your mother, Thelma Jones. May her memory be especially sweet for you this morning, Amy. If you wish to add a name, please rise in your seat and share their name out loud as my eyes meet yours. We turn together as a congregation to page 294. Page 294. Please rise as we join together in the recitation of the Mourners' Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach yirteh v'almich machuteh, b'chayechon u'v'yamechon u'v'chayet techol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kari v'yimru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'elam olamei alamaya, hiparach v'ishtabach v'pa'ar v'tromam v'itnaseh, v'itadar v'italet v'talal, shemei dekudasha b'rechu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, ta'amiran v'alma v'yimru, amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Oseh shalom b'Yivromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Zichronam levracha, may their memories always be for us as a blessing, as together we say, amen. Please be seated. I'd like to invite Jack and his parents back to the pulpit to do the blessing over the wine, the kiddush, and the motzi over the challah. You can follow along with them on page 300.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Meini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim hasa Adonai et ha-shamayim v'et ha'aretz, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashviyi shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. Amen.
I'd like to invite up all of your little cousins who have come to celebrate your bar mitzvah with us to help with the motzi. Of course, you get to hold the challah jack.
Motzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
We conclude with the singing of Adon Olam on page 321, after which the family has invited us to have a Kiddush luncheon immediately following services in the Coleman room.
Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'ed nahasa b'chepso kol azai melech shemo nikra azai melech shemo nikra v'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nahora V'hu haya, v'hu hove, v'hu yiyeh b'tifara, v'hu yiyeh b'tifara, v'hu echad, v'yein sheni, lecham shilo, lehach bira, b'li reshit, b'li tachlit, v'lo ha'oz v'hamisra, V'lo ha'oz v'hamisra, v'hu eli v'chai go'ali, v'tzorechev li b'yetz hara, v'hu nisi umanos li, menat kosi b'yom ekra, menat kosi b'yom ekra, b'yado afkid ruchi b'yet ishan, V'ya ira, v'im ruchi geviyati, Adonai li v'lo ira, Adonai li v'lo ira.
Shabbat Shalom and Mazel Tov.
Shabbat Shalom.
Another one down.